Hello everybody, this is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations coming to you with a kitchen organized video. I wanted to bring you onto the side where, as you can see, it's my dining room, where I have some new things that I want to incorporate into my kitchen. Let me show you. I have picked up a little container for my coffee filters, utensils. I think I'm going to put my onions and my potatoes in there, the ones I'm going to keep in the kitchen. And look, guys, isn't that awesome? I'm hoping that it will fit in my drawer. I'm not sure whether all of it will fit or not, but we'll see. I am anxious. I've been waiting for this for a while now. All right, guys, we're going to put you on pause and put you on the tripod and start uncleaning the areas to put these things in. First thing I'm going to do is I want to disassemble all this, take everything out of here, wipe it all down, and put me a working pantry in here. If you've watched my videos before, you see I have a full pantry off the laundry room, but I really want to have just little quick items in here, a couple cans of this, couple cans of that, in order to be able to have a quick dinner, a quick look at the cabinet, see what you got, fix you some dinner. I'm going to do the same thing with my freezer when I get to it. I'm going to make it a working freezer. So let's get started. Let me put you on the other side where you can still see me, but you can see me moving a lot better. Start me some hot dishwater so I can wipe everything down. Yes, guys, I know the water's still running. Match it up or throw it away. Guys, that all went back in there nicely. Put you on pause and go and get some canned food. Alright guys, I'm going to attempt to put these up in there. What I have in this first one, can of diced tomatoes, tomato salsa, and 3 cans of tomato soup. So if we want tomatoes real quick, they'll be there. Yes, that fits in there good. This one has 1 thing of collard greens in it. My grandson likes that. He also likes sauerkraut. And 2 things of peas. Okay. That behind that one. This one has 2 things of whole kernel corn and 1 thing of cream style corn. This thing has 3 cans of green beans in it. And this one has 3 cans of pinto beans. So let's put it up here, push it over, push over the green beans. And hopefully the corn will fit. Looky there. Looky, looky, looky. Let's come bring you a little closer where you can see. That now becomes my working pantry. That's the beginning stages of my working pantry. So I'll set you back here while I go in and get some more stuff to put in it. Okay, better, guys, is that a little bit better? All right. So we're going to put some Velveeta shells and cheese up here. 2 packages. A thing of mashed potatoes that I got on clearance at Kroger's. Okay. We like Hamburger Helper. I think I can set these 2 on top of each other. Nope. Nope. I'll have to go inside to side. Has anybody ever seen pot-sized spaghetti before? It's already broken up for you. And when I spotted it at a local grocery store, it was supposed to be the same as the long spaghetti. I think it was like $1.99, and the long spaghetti was that too. But they didn't. They charged me $2.99 for it. So it's not worth getting the ones that's already cut up, although I have them. And my grandson likes rice-a-roni, so we got one of those. So now we can look up here in the cabinet and we can decide what we want, minus our meat, which will be in the freezer part. But right there is a working pantry. And really, that's all I need. I need to have my little wire baskets put on the back here where I can put in a couple onions and a mess of potatoes. But other than that, that is going to work out nicely. Nicely, nicely, nicely. If you wonder where the board came from, when we bought this house 25 years ago, over top of the windows, they had little window valances or something that was stapled to this wood. All I did was take off the inside stuff. Excuse me, guys. Okay, now let's sort through these containers. I don't think I want to put them back up there just yet because I might find a different location for them. So I'm going to pivot to the drawer. I want to put those things in with for the disposable bags. There we go. This is just a little bit too big. So, let's see here. That might go in there. What will fit, stay, what will not go. You don't wonder how you get so many crumbs in your drawer. A lot of thinking I got to do. I'm going to change this one. all this stuff down in this box. Anybody ever seen one of these? Do you know what it's used for? If you have ever opened cream, like evaporated milk, this fits perfectly on the top. Makes you 2 little holes to open your can of cream, and then you can leave the can lid down on top of it to keep it from getting any goop around it till you're ready to use it again. Just don't forget about it and let it go bad on you. Okay, all this will go down here. There's no need in having all this extra stuff that you don't ever use for anything at all. Get rid of it. Especially if you get to be my age, because really, what are you going to do with it? Somebody's going to come into your house after you're gone. They're going to trash it anyway because it was served no purpose for anybody. So just get rid of it. Pass it on down to your kids. Take it to the Goodwill. Have a yard sale. Whatever floats your boat, you can do. Just don't keep it in taking up all the space in your house. Because now this means I can clean this out and get it in the spots that it needs so we can find it easy. It came with all these screws. I don't know what they're supposed to be for. But anyway, it might be that you put this on the wall. I don't know. I'll ask my husband if I run out of space. Alright, so each one of these has a spot. These are sandwich bags. So we'll now put them down in there. It'll be easily pulled out instead of have to get down in there and dig for them. This is gallon size bags. Now easy to get to. Okay. Now, let's see. I don't know if this will fit in this. Tighten this handle up. That's how I lost the other one. Okay, so. Don't think this one's going to fit in there. I think it's too big. Yeah, that one. See how big that thing is? But it has its own little on the end of it. So it works pretty good. We'll find a spot for that one. But let's get our aluminum foil, our plastic wrap, and our wax paper out of here. Okay. So we'll put in this plastic. This is cute little red plastic that I've had for I don't know how long. So we're going to stick it down in this hole. It'll be out before you know it, but hey. You pull it up like this, lay it down. Take your cutter. Guess it does better if you don't use that flimsy plastic. Or if you have it down in there good. There you go. See? And it cuts it off perfect. See, that looked red when I was doing it, but when you pull it off, it's purple. Weird. Okay, now, put our aluminum foil down in there. Grab a hold of the end. Pull it up where you can see it. Lay it flat across there. Ooh, this must be longer than what the cutter is. And there you go. You have your aluminum foil cut to size. Now guys, this is the first time I've ever used this, so don't judge me too hard. Of course, I seen it on Temu, and everybody that does up their kitchen wants to have one. Perfect. Works great. Works great. So now we have that all done. So we have an aluminum foil box and a plastic wrap box we can now throw away. Okay. This is a sandwich size bag, I think. So we're going to put it in the snack size. I'll be right back because I got quart size in here over top of the dryer. I find something that needs to go in there. That looks a whole lot better, guys. There we go. And you pull this one open. And there we go. Everything's at your fingertips. Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of that stuff in the bottom. All right. So now this one, and that one is done. This is a long-term process for me, guys, so it'll probably take me 4 or 5 days to get it done. I have to stop and think about where I'm going next. I think I'm going to transfer the bread station over here and the cutting board station over here. That way everything to meal prep will be right in this area. Put the toaster over here and the knives over here. And I've got a container for utensils. I hope it's big enough to put these metal ones in. Alright guys, give me a minute to get my marbles together. And we'll go from there. I'll bet I could put those aluminum foil things maybe down in there. I'll check and see. Not sure what that's for, whether it's for trash bags or maybe extra gallon size bags. Anyway, that looks a lot better. And we'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, well, let's work over here. See what we can do. I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff that I gotta find a place for, but that will be fine. I don't know what got that stuck on there, guys. But it's loose now. Put the bread station back over here. Realize how dirty your house gets when you use it every day. A neat way to do your bread. I don't know if you can see it, is to twist it and then fold it down. You don't have to worry about those ties or anything getting in it. Alright, now that section is done. Let's come back to this one. Usually use the Keurig, but if the kids come in, we use the big pot. My mama always had us to come in at noon and take a nap. All 5 of us. That was right from the first one was born all the way till the last one was born. Which was okay. But I usually just laid there while everybody else was sleeping, because I very rarely went to sleep. But by daggone, as I get older, did I not catch up on them naps? Yes, I did. Still catching up. So shout out to Mama for naps. They're wonderful. Alright, so now all that is done. All this is done. This looks good, that looks good, that looks good. It needs a in-depth deep cleaning, which it might get in the summertime. But for right now, I'm just moving stuff around, trying to get these things in place. That's all I wanted. I bought them. I wanted to make them work. So now I have to move the whole kitchen around in order to put those 2 little boxes in. So I'm taking you along for the ride. That is all I'm going to be doing this evening. Let me turn you around and let you look at all of the mess that I have created. That will be waiting on me tomorrow. I know all of you cleaners are saying, no, don't leave it like that. Don't leave it. Unfortunately, I've done wore myself out. So I'm going to go sit down and drink me a bottle of water. If I get them to do some more, I'll bring you along. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm back. Had to go to the doctor this morning. So before I went to the doctor, I did straighten up. If you'll look on the counter, most of that stuff is put away. I managed to, don't make you sick here, shove you up a bit. I managed to put all of those disposables up here in this cabinet so that they would be usable, easy to get to. Your bread's here, your containers are there. So now that's do it. I'm hoping that my kids watch this so when they come to visit me and they say, Mom, where is? They'll remember from the video. Just saying. So now let's show you this one up a little higher. My thing is broken, so okay. Sorry about the wobbling. We now have this fixed up for my inside pantry. I have my canned foods, my box foods. I put my cereal, so there's nothing else up there. I have room to grow. If when I do the pantry, I say, oh, well, I'd like to have that in the working pantry, I can now bring it in here and have plenty of room to put it in there. But if I just want to fix a real quick dinner, instead of having to go into the pantry, find out what I've got in there, and that jumbled up mess that's in there, and then make 3 or 4 trips because you forgot something, you forgot something. You'll still have to make a trip or 2 into the pantry, but for the most part, the main stuff will be here. So now I'm going to be working, let's see if I can get you down here. On this area that you see here, and all the way up through there. I'm not going to do a deep clean on the kitchen right now, but I am going to put things away. All this started when I was able to get, let's see if I can get you turned around here and down. I don't know why this is so tight. Okay. When I was able to get these two boxes. This one for my plastic wrap, wax paper, and aluminum foil. And this one, it houses all of my boxes of it houses all the boxes of my sandwich bags and my gallon bags or quart bags or sandwich bags. I even have one back here that doesn't have anything in it yet. So we're going to figure out what we want to put in there. And we'll have it ready to go as well. So I'm going to set you back in this corner here and just let you watch. I probably will speed this up when it is time to do it. But you should be able to see the biggest part of everything I'm doing. But right currently I'm working in this back corner back here. And we'll start there. Let me bring you up here where you can see me doing the dishes. These are the niftiest things that you can get. I bought them off Temu, me and my sister, and you just take off the tape on the back of it and you can put it on your machine. Well, that's still wet, so let me get it dry first. Then instead of having to spill all your stuff out of the thing because you have your hook in the thing, you just wrap it up on this. Grab the little piece on the inside. Pull it out. Grab a hold of that. There you go. Your cord is always stuck to your whatever it is you're working. For anybody that's never used it, you press in this little lever here. I don't know if I can do it center. Pull it back. You put your apple on there, and then you just start twirling it to the front. And it'll go through this little hole. And as it's going through that hole, it has a slicer on it. This is the peeler part right here. This is the slicer part. When you get done, you have your perfectly nice cored, peeled apple. Great if you're doing canning or you just want an apple to eat, whatever, just peel it. It's done. It locks into suction on your table, so it don't move anywhere while you're doing your apples. About between $12 and $14 on Temu. There you go. Should get you one. It's really good. This is my spare bottle of water. I had it so that if the water froze in the wintertime, I'd have at least enough to run through my coffee pot if the power was still on and make me a cup of coffee. Let's pour the printer. This corner is cute, but where I'm so short, it's hard to get into it to clean it. I want to make this my cabinet or my corner I use for baking stuff. So we'll put that there, and then my little utensils to scrape down with will go right there. These are probably going to find a new home, not in my kitchen. This, if anybody hasn't seen these are called bowl cozies. Really nice little thing. You set your bowl. You get one. This is dirty, of course, but it'll be all right. Set your bowl down in it, and then your hands don't burn. So you can eat soup, beans, whatever you're cooking that's hot. Put your bowl down in there when you're done. Hold it back up. Put it back in your drawer for use later if it's dirty. Pitch it in the washing machine, dryer. It comes out perfectly ready to use again. I have a tutorial on KSK that shows you exactly how to make these. So if you don't know how to make them, or if you would like to have me to make you some and send it to you, contact me at KKSpecialCreations@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to make you some and send them to you. Let's see if I can bring you out into the light here a little bit. These two pot holders with coffee cups on them. And this big pot holder. So I'm going to make my whole kitchen coffee themed. Placemats. I'm going to put them underneath my coffee pot and underneath this mixer I got back here. And rugs. My sister's so good to me. She is absolutely good to me. So I've got plenty of rugs to put in here. Curtains to match. Placemats to match. And everything. So my kitchen will now be a full coffee bar all the way through. But for right now, we're just going to use this one thing here. This. That is heavy. There we go. Now we got our coffee thing in place. We have our utensils. Good deal. Alright, so now let's move this to the bed in there so it's not in the way yet. That's a dough hook from my mixer. I got one more. Oh, two more. So, these were found on Temu as well, so okay. Next thing I have to figure out is this goes on my stove, the big black case. Wish you weren't such in the dark. Here, maybe that'll help. Yeah, this here Haven't even opened it. I got it just before Christmas, but I wanted to clean my kitchen out for you. This is a nice big piece of silicone that you put on your stove. So I'm going, when I clean the stove off, I'm going to put this on. This is also made out of silicone. It is a little, you can make it for little Reese cups at Easter time. You can make little cupcakes in it, muffins, whatever you want. It's going to go down in my baker's cabinet, which I will get to cleaning out eventually. Right now I'm going after the counters. That will be this video. We will revisit this kitchen in the summer when I go and get me some magic erasers. So remember what it's looking like now. Clean, but not the best. This is a chomper. You want to make a little bit of onions or a little bit of coleslaw, that's your friend. When you find the little crock, put your salt and pepper in them. That way when you're cooking quickly, you can just get you a teaspoon really quick out of that instead of having to turn the box up or figure out what you're doing out of your salt shaker. Works great. This is not the best way to clean your kitchen. You should actually take everything out, set it in your dining room, somewhere that you're not using, clean your whole kitchen, then come back in and put everything back in the spot you want. But because I'm old and lazy, I'm doing it this way. Hopefully in the spring, when I've done a lot of bouts with the silver sneakers and I can get off some of this weight, I can feel better and I can do a really good deep down clean in this kitchen, which it needs. So, wish me luck. Wash this one out. Another tip I can give you on the frugal side is if you buy peanut butter, if you buy the small jars, the small lids will fit on a pint size or a, let me get one out of the refrigerator here. This is my apple cinnamon syrup my sister gave me. They will fit on just like these lids that you buy at Temu. This is for a wide mouth jar. The little ones are for the pint jars or the jelly jars. So just keep your lids off your peanut butter jar. Throw the jar away. It ain't going to serve you any purpose unless you collect a lot of nails or screws or something to put in. But keep the lids, because if you're a canner, everybody knows that you take your rings off of your things when you store them. Well, when you bring them back out to use them and you take the lid off, if you're not going to use it all, like banana peppers or jelly or jams, whatever, you're going to have something. So then you have to go find the ring, bring the ring back in, put it back on. where if you have these lids, you can keep your rings up, put your nice little lids on there, and you're good to go. And you don't have to worry about it. But this is these were bought at Temu. This right here was a large jar of peanut butter, just like I got in the cabinet right there. Large jar of peanut butter. This is the lid off of it. This is soda that needs to be gotten rid of because it too was here at Christmas. Well, it's looking better, guys. All I gotta do is wipe it down and put stuff away. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll bring you back for the final reveal of the countertops after I'm done. Okay guys, this is Kathy again, and I am now finished with the kitchen. First I want you to see the new floor that we put in. If you remember a couple of years ago, I had the brilliant idea of painting it. Don't do it. Unless you put some kind of patio paint or porch paint or something like that. And don't paint over, I call it chipboard, but it's got another name, because it just is too hard. The painting was fine. It looked great, but you could not keep it clean. But look at my beautiful new floor. All right, I'm going to walk you around from the coffee station. I haven't put my curtains up yet, but I will do that this weekend. I need Timmy's help. Right there is my coffee station, all nice and cleaned up. Look at my brand new coffee filter thing I got from Temu. Isn't that cute? This is another thing that I'm going to have to downsize, but I ran out of energy. Excuse me. But I will get it done. This, I did get my spoon drawer done. Look at that. Don't that look so much better than all that other stuff all jumbled up in there? Yeah, that looks nice. The only thing I haven't found a place for yet is my can openers. Let me see. There's my spices. Here is my brand new working pantry in the kitchen, so I don't have to run into the pantry every time I just want something real quick. My knives over here, the one set that Christy got me for Christmas. Here is now my utensils, metal utensils. In the drawer, which started all this stuff, is my wax paper and plastic dispenser, as well as my sandwich bag, freezer bags, all that other stuff. And then that's just a few little extra odds and ends. I downsized all that. Took a whole small box of stuff away. This is my stove. These are really nice little mats that you can get off Temu to just put on top of your stove if you can't get all the yucky junk off. Makes it look nice. Then we're going to come around here. This is my oil station. These are my little hot pots things. This is a cute little set that my kids got me from Pioneer Woman. Isn't that adorable? Then down here I'm going to have my little baking station with my mixer and my utensils right there ready to go. And then on around to the kitchen sink. My girls will be tickled to death. It is all nice and cleaned off. I have this station over here. That has the bread and toaster. So when you want to make toast, you won't be in the way of everybody cooking on the other side. Alright guys, that finishes up the kitchen. I still have all these cabinets to go through, as well as all of these on that side, around, and through here, which I will get to sometime this summer, and organize and get rid of stuff. But my counters now look clean. I don't know how long I'll keep them that way, but wanted my girls to see that they were clean and nice. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.